Alright. Let's see if I remember how to do this. It's been a while. It's been a couple months. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Wait for people to get the notification. It's always the hard part, waiting on people to get the notification. If you're watching this on a replay, hello, welcome. Watch us in the future. I'm sorry. Whaler, what's going on? Irvin, what's going on? Arliss is here. So people are starting to get the notification. And only one thumbs up and 4 people in here. Interesting. Ah, now I got 2. Shree, what's going on? Wow, that shot to 11. Walter, what's going on? Son of Sam. Wow, that shot from 4 to 11 real quick. Huh. Everybody hit the thumbs up button. I really appreciate it. Oh, yeah. Hold on, guys. 1 sec. Sorry about that. I had to. Is this a scene from Halloween? Yeah, it's to get you. It's to get you ready for Halloween, son of Sam. 15 people in here. Welcome, everybody. It does look like a scene from Halloween, though. It look creepier on the screen than it do in person. So what's going on, everybody? And the night came. Wolfie, what's going on? Tony, what's going on? $13 and $10. Oh, people are leaving. Chris died. What's going on? Sarah, what's going on? Yeah, they might be scared. They tuned in and see I'm just showing a corner with a light, and they're probably scared. It is Halloween season. Oh, shop to 20 now. What's going on, everybody? I think I'm probably the last person you guys you thought you would see live. Chris, I know where they are. Chris, would you want to see the all girl hookers, or do you want to see the pretend girl hookers? So you guys see, Clive, what's going on? So you guys see the houses here in my neighborhood, well, a few of them. These are 2-family flats. So not a lot of houses in the city of Detroit are 2-family flats. So these are a lot of older homes. So most of the houses over here in my neighborhood are 2-family flats, which is cool. You don't see a lot of these built anymore. Actually, you don't see these built anymore. So it's cool that some still exist. Well, Chris, that's a couple different areas I could take you to. There's Michigan Avenue. Um, Woodward. That means I had to hop in a car. I don't want. So funny story for you guys. The house in the middle. When I first moved over from the east side of Detroit to the west side, that was actually my first house here on the west side. Is the house in the middle. Amber, what's going on? So yeah, when I first moved to the west side, I stayed across the street in that middle house. And then we just moved right across the street to where I am now. So long time ago when I was little, to my teenage years, my street we used to have the best Christmas decorations. And I'm not just blowing smoke or anything. We literally used to have the best Christmas decorations. Every house from corner to corner used to be decorated, and people would drive down my street every year to come see the lights because every house was fully decorated in lights and decorations. And the funny thing is, I would go to school because people didn't know where I live. So I would go to school. People would be like, "Hey, we went down the street, and this street had a whole bunch of decoration. This one house had this one. This one house had this." I'm like, "That's my street." It's like, "What? No, no, no." I'm like, "Yeah, that's my street." So it used to be funny. People would come to. I would have teachers and people that just went to the school, and everybody else be like, "Yeah, we went down the street. We heard about this one street that's fully decorated." And it'd be my street, and that used to be the most hilarious thing. We used to block off the street from corner to corner, ride our bikes in the street, play basketball, do chalk, just have fun. That until, let's say, probably a few years ago, they did that. But once I started getting older and a lot of my friends moved away, it just got boring. And it got to the point where I used to, if I wasn't the first person out here every morning when I was a kid, I was one of the first because me and my friends, we would be out here before the street was blocked off. And it's funny that I went from being one of the first ones before the streets blocked off out here. Oh, your chicken wings, what's going on? Son and Sam, I don't know how much the rent is now. That's a good question. Well, thanks, Oil Chicken Wing. I appreciate it. I, I can imagine rent now. Ooh, probably expensive. Depends on which house over here because the the house I used to live in, they just fixed it up. And you guys see the house to the left. That one is being fixed up. Bart is cool. Matthew Bart Ventures is cool. He's funny. I don't know where he is. Okay, who did hit the thumbs up button? 21 people in here and 20 thumbs up. Who didn't hit it? Ah, see, there we go. Thank you. Well, what's going on, everybody? Bart, no, Bart doesn't have a channel. He said he didn't have a channel. He said the other night he was thinking about starting one. Yeah, nowadays, yeah, you won't see as many decorations. Times change. What? Oof. Probably done. Built before 40s or 50s. I think they probably were though. These houses, they're falling. You can see people are trying to repair them and get them back to once glory days. It's kind of expensive to do that. Fart is bun. Oh my god. Andy, what's going on? We cannot go play Keno. We can't go to any casino unless we go over to Canada. You too, son of Sam. Thanks a lot for stopping in. Yeah, Andy, sorry, no casino here in Detroit. I don't have a passport either, but luckily, so any state, well, from what I understand, I know Michigan is like that. I think New York is also, but from what I understand, any state that borders Canada, you don't have to have a passport to go over there. You just have to have an enhanced driver's license or enhanced state ID, which is almost like a passport, but it's not. You don't have to go through the strenuous waiting and everything else. Ron, what's going on? You have to go through all the waiting and paperwork and everything for a passport. Enhanced driver's license, your birth certificate, social security card, everything on your license. Nope, Sarah, that's true. I think it's, yep, any state that borders Canada has enhanced driver's license now. You don't have to have you don't have to have a passport. You just have to have an enhanced driver's license. Yeah, Ron, for the moment. Actually, passport is not easier, Amber. The enhanced driver's license and the enhanced driver's license and state ID is actually way easier than the passport because enhanced driver's license, once you go to like states call them DMVs, we call it Secretary of State. So once you go to Secretary of State here, it's like applying for a regular driver's license, and you get it within a week or two. And in Detroit, we can, Amber. No, not the really ID. That's just the little star on the corner of the ID. No, we can. Like my license is a enhanced driver's license. Amber, that must apply to people in Washington because I went over to Canada many times with my enhanced driver's license. Hold on, wait. Somebody asked, "Where's the closest Indian casino?" Sorry, Andy asked, "Where's the?" Dion, what's going on? Canada, but yeah, I'll get to that question. But nearest Indian casino, um, I don't know if that would be Firekeepers, which I love Firekeepers. But that's the only Indian casino I've been to. So either Firekeepers or would it be Soaring Eagle? Salmon fella, what's going on? Ron, that's not the full moon, that's just a street light. And we have like it's about to. Well, it's supposed to rain out here, so this is what you see. So chicken wing asked, but Soaring Eagle is probably about a couple of hours away. Firekeepers I know is probably two. Well, how I drive probably about 2 hours away, 2.5. Um, Ron, I'm pretty sure, but yeah, we don't. Yeah, the clouds, how they are. Thanks, Cheryl. But yeah, considering how cloudy is here, it's like it's about to rain. You can smell rain a little bit. Yes, you could. People argue with me that like you can't smell rain. You can smell rain, but that's neither here nor there. As far as Oyo's question about can you do child support in Canada, that's a good question. You possibly can. I don't know. That's the question. Can you get some child support if somebody from the U.S. stays in Canada? That's a good question. I'm not for sure. Yeah, you could definitely smell rain. I can feel rain. I can feel when the bad weather is coming. I feel it in my bones. I try to break any bones because, yeah, once you do, oh, I'm pretty sure it's probably they can get their money. If they really want, they can get their money. So I'm pretty sure they can. Rain does smell. I have a love hate relationship with the rain. Okay, so Shell said Canada has reciprocal collection agreements with various states. Okay, but the thing is, it's up. It's also up to the parent to try to collect those child support. And see, the thing is, there is no time or age limit where they can collect child support. And see, that's the thing. There's people. A lot of that's the misconception a lot of people have is that they figure, oh, if a kid is over a certain age, that they still can't come after you for child support. That is a lie. They can still come after you no matter what for child support. If that parent, if whoever has custody of the kids says, you know what, I'm going after the father and the mother for child support, they can. There is no limit on the age. They can go after those funds. Well, Amber, it don't matter the age or not. You can be a deadbeat no matter how old you are. If you any person, I always say, out of my heart, that if you are a deadbeat, you are a true deadbeat. If you don't make any type of effort to be in your kid's life, you are a deadbeat. Because one, you took the time to fuck and make the baby. So why not take the responsibility of what comes with it, especially if you did without a condom? That's my whole thing. I'm gonna just keep 100. If you took time to fuck without a condom and you nutted, guess what? That's your responsibility. Exactly, Amber. Wrap it up. If you're not ready to become a parent, don't do nothing without a condom. That's my whole thing. Let us market you what's going on. But yeah, that's my stance on that. I hate deadbeat parents. I really do. That's one of the people I hate the worst is deadbeat parents because you better have a damn good reason for you to be a deadbeat. Fish, what's going on? But yeah, I hate deadbeat parents. One of the people I hate the most in this world is a deadbeat. Tracy, what's going on? Especially if you a deadbeat dad. If you knowingly fucked a girl, we're gonna keep it 100. We all adults. If you knowingly fucked a girl without a condom and you nutted in her, what you think gonna happen? Oh, it's just gonna magically disappear? No. Chances are, she's gonna get pregnant. Come travels. If you didn't know that, I advise all guys to look at sex ed videos or even take a class, look at videos on how babies are born. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. You guys know I'm gonna keep 100. I don't care. My filter is off. But yeah. But see, Amber, that's what makes you a deadbeat. That's the case, don't fuck a girl. Just if you gonna fuck her, put a condom on. Put two of them on so you don't have kids. Don't none in a girl. It's Tony. Steph, what's going on? But yeah, if you gonna nut in a girl, don't do it because chances are she gonna get pregnant, and if she gets pregnant, guess what? You're gonna have a kid, and if you don't understand that, full term 9 months, you're gonna be a dad, and you need to step up. If you don't step up and become a dad, then you are considered a deadbeat. You have to. It is your responsibility to man up and become a dad to that kid that you laid around and made. Simple as that. That yoga pose. That is true, Arliss. Running, what's going on? Bron is not a dad now. I wish. I'm actually, all joking aside, I actually do want to be a dad one day. I'm hoping and praying I am blessed to be a dad someday. Well, thank you, Sarah. But the thing is, being a mom father and being an actual father is two different things. But I hope I am blessed. God does bless me with the opportunity to become a dad someday. I would be a great dad. I would be in my kid's life no matter what. Plus, I want to get my mom a grandkid. Chris, yeah, more than likely that's gonna be on Jerry Springer or Maury. Sarah, that's true. I've always thought about if I'm not blessed, I gave myself a timeline. If I'm not in that timeline, then I probably would try to adopt. But yeah, I do want to become a dad someday. If my late fiance was still alive, oh, I would have been a dad already. I already know we would probably be on. Sarah, you're never too old. You're not too old, trust me. If 60-year-olds out here, 50 and 60-year-olds out here having kids, you can have kids. Oh, there you guys go. Oh look, coach, they go coach a rolling. Yeah, if my late fiance were still alive, been married for, let me see, how many years would I been married for by now? Hmm, 17 years. So we probably been on kid number 3 by now. Matter of fact, we probably been done by now because we said we wanted 2 to 3. And it's okay, sir. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, you might not have heard the story. I was engaged once upon a time. I was engaged. I was 19 and she was 18. So this is 2004, and I met a girl. It was before I turned 19, but I met a girl who was the perfect woman, and I was like, I can't let her go. I knew then that I didn't want to be with nobody else. So what do? You make sure you lock that person down. So at that young age, I knew that's who I wanted to be with. So I was working at Cedar Point. So for those of you who don't know what Cedar Point is, it's an amusement park in Ohio. It's considered America's roller coaster because they have the most roller coasters. So sorry to hear that, Dion. But yeah, I was working down at Cedar Point for the summer, and me and her were me and her were already long distance. Well, she was in the suburb here of Southfield, and I was here. And then when I went to Cedar Point, Coach, what's going on? And when I went to work at Cedar Point, which is it's about 4 hours from here, it is day 3 and not being on use. No, no, that doesn't start till next Tuesday. Tuesday is the last day. So you guys got me for less than a week. But yeah, this is my space. Oh my god. Yeah. Well, I was Cedar Point. Then she went to Atlanta because her dad moved to Atlanta. That's the light. That's a light pole running. Angelo, what's going on? Yeah, had to come live right quick. Oh, sorry, the clouds. You could see the moon peeking through the clouds a little bit. It's gone now, so you just get. See, that's how you know the weather is changing. Look at the tree. Wow, this does look like a scene out of a scary movie right now. This is funny. But yeah, so me and her, she was in Atlanta. I was in Sandusky, Ohio. Long distance. We talked every night. And long distance, but we every night and stuff. And that's one thing we made sure that we will always communicate every night because we were definitely long distance. And then she went to Jaybird. What's going on? Going on? Oh god, I'm about to it. Oh man, I am crying laughing. But yeah, so it's extreme long distance. And when I first met her, she told me that she had lupus. So we was like, okay, that's cool. So we had talked about, well, marriage and kids. So we both was like, yeah, we want to get married someday. Yeah, we want kids someday. Blah blah blah. So fast forward, time goes on. So she sent me Now, how long is that letter? I want to say it's 8 pages front and back. A letter she wrote me and sent it to me down at Cedar Point. Okay, it was coming, and I finally figured out how to get the mail while I was working it because it was the mail down there. But I finally got the mail and the letter was in there because I said I never got it. And I went to the little living room we had in our little dorm area, and I read the letter and I just started bawling out crying because it was stuff, and she put in that letter was stuff that she was afraid to tell me over the phone. Keep in mind, we talked every day, but it was stuff that she was holding on, and she told me that she would tell me, and she put it in the letter, everything about her that I didn't know. So that was when I really knew that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with her. So fast forward July 2004, sitting in my dorm, sitting with my friends, we chilling. My phone rings, and it's her. I'm like, hey, what's going on? She's like, what you doing? I'm like, I'm just sitting out here with my boys. We just sitting out here chilling. And she was like, oh, okay. And this the part that got me. So we just talking. She was like, why do you have on a Lakers shirt? I'm like, what? What do you mean? She's like, did Pistons win the championship? You got a Lakers shirt? Like, how do you know I got a Lakers shirt? I was like, what the hell? How do you know? And she said, look across the park a lot. So we looked across to my boys. I told them, wait, look, we all looking. And one of my boys, I didn't see my boys, like, is that her? And she was standing in the door on the little, she had a Escalade EXT. She was standing on, she's short, she's like 5'3". She was standing on the little thing on the door. And I was like, holy shit, she didn't surprise me. So she drove over and parked and just gave her the biggest hug and biggest kiss. And so she got to meet my boys and stuff. So we sitting there talking. So I really knew then. So while she was sitting there talking, I was like, y'all hold on. I was like, I'm about to go to the store. I'll be right back. So I got in her truck, drove off. I drove to the mall, went to K Jewelers and bought a ring. I already knew that I want to get her one, but I went and got her one. So I spent the rest of that night. I had friends I knew that worked in the park, worked in a ride. I had friends that worked in almost every ride. Friends work security and stuff. So I was like, yep, I'm doing it while she's here. I gotta make this special. So what I did, Steve Ducharme, what's going on? So I want to say like the next night, was it the next night? 2 nights later. It was 2 nights later because it took a couple days of playing this out. So I'm chilling and stuff. I stayed with her in the room. So I got come ride the rides in the park. She'll have fun, and then I'll stay with her in her hotel room. So I took her in the park after the park had closed. I took her in the park. And she's like, where are we going? Why are you taking me here? The park is closed. Just showing you around. So we went to the carousel. And the lights was off, and all of a sudden the lights came on. And as the lights came on, she stood there, and I got down on one knee and proposed. And she said yes. So yeah, I had my friend that worked the ride. Before he left, I had him turn the lights on as I got down on one knee because she was just looking around. She wasn't thinking that was gonna happen. So lights came on, got down on one knee, proposed. Jeff, what's going on? So yeah, after a couple days, she left. Then she went to her mom's in Seattle. She was out there. So even further distance. So I came back to Detroit and oh, they got a creepy moon peeking through the clouds. Really like a scary movie out here. But yeah, so fast forward September. I'm back here in Detroit. She's in Atlanta with her dad, my brother. I hadn't heard from her, which is kind of odd because I normally heard from her. But I was like, okay, maybe she's just busy, so I didn't pay nothing to it. And I had just got back from, I think we went out for my coach. I'd rather be out there in Vegas because it's clear and you actually can see stuff, and not to mention all the pretty lights out there. But yeah, I think we had just got back. Yeah, my sister's birthday. It was around my sister's birthday, so we had just got back from celebrating my sister's birthday, and I'm sitting on my porch and chilling. We just laughing, and I get a text message. They talk about the moon, and the text was like, "Is this LeBron?" I said, "Yeah." It's like, "Hey, it's her cousin. Can I call you?" Like, "Yeah, sure, okay. What's going on?" I'm like, "Okay, what's going on?" So the cousin called and was like, "Yeah, Princess has been in a bad car accident." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" Like, yeah, she's been in a bad car accident. I'm like, "Well, is she okay? What's going on?" And the cousin was like, "We not fully for sure. We just know she been in a bad car accident. Her dad is at the hospital, and that's all we know. But we try to keep you updated much as I know." Okay, okay. So I'm just sitting there, and everybody on my porch having fun. I'm just sitting there worried. And a couple hours later, phone rings again. I was like, "Hey, what's going on? What's the update?" And the cousin was like, "She's gone." I'm like, "Wait, what?" Cousin was like, "She's gone." Like, gone where? Because, me, I'm not fully comprehending what's going on. I don't want to understand. I'm just gone where? Where did she go? Did she go to another hospital? What? I'm asking stupid questions, but in the back of my mind, I know. But I'm just in shock. And cousin was like, "Yeah, Princess died. She lost too much blood from the car accident, and she had lupus, so that didn't help." And I just dropped my phone, and I just screamed. I was on my porch right here. Well, not where I'm at right now, but I was on my porch, and I just screamed so loud. And I just broke down crying. So keep in mind, 19, didn't have the money like that. So plus I didn't know her. I didn't know her family, so I didn't want to go down to the funeral or do nothing. So just the cousin, they told me when the arrangement was if I could come down there. Didn't go. So yeah, we were. So yeah, '06 we were supposed to get married. September 8th, 2006. No, married after your birthday. And that was a joke me and her had because I said, "That's a birthday gift. That'll be your birthday gift will be the wedding." So yeah, May 8th, 2006 would have been the wedding. Menace was going on. So yeah, you guys, Steve, what's going on? So yeah, now you guys know a little backstory. I don't think I think I told that. Well, I don't think I've told that story before. So the thing is, after all this time, my mom still does not know. I've not told my mom to this day. I'm not. My sister knows. My sister's ex-boyfriend knows because he was out there. My friends know, but my mom still does not know till this day. She heard me when I screamed on the porch that night and was crying, and she came outside and said, "What's wrong?" But we just told her it was something else. We told her something fell on. I hurt. Yeah, man. Basically, because I would have definitely been a dad by now. But yeah, my mom still doesn't know to this day. Thanks, Lyra. I appreciate it. But yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I would never be a deadbeat. I would and could never be a deadbeat. I tell my friends all the time. Definitely tell my friends. I don't care if they're the same age as me or they're a little bit younger. And I gotta tell my cousin. I'm my cousin in college. I really gotta instill in him. But I used to tell my friends all the time. If you don't fuck a girl and fuck her without a condom, chances are she can get pregnant. If you don't want kids, don't fuck raw. Yeah, I know it's a great feeling. It's a natural feeling. Oh yeah, I'm on kids. You're gonna have to buy a Plan B pill. So you have to pay for a Plan B pill right away, or you gonna have to pay for abortion. Well, yeah, I told my friends that for years. If you gon' fuck a girl raw without a condom, cause it feel great, don't nut in her. Your pull out game better be very strong. Better be like mine's very strong. Or you gonna be buying a Plan B pill, paying for abortion. Or you gonna be a dad. So now why does this picture look better on the phone? It's the phone. Exactly, Kingfish, 18 years, 18 years. But yeah, my little cousin, that's one of my rugrats. He got a twin sister. I need to instill in him now. Okay, you in college. If you gonna mess with a chick up there, be careful. I know his dad didn't told him, but I need to tell him. And then my little cousin, he's in high school now, so I really need to tell him the same thing. Yeah, Nick Cannon's just crazy. He's just popping them out one after another. He got an almost damn basketball team. Well, he do got a basketball team now. Digi, what's going on? You guys notice how that NES was going on? What in the what? What is happening here? You guys notice how that with the clouds looking past the moon, like the opening to Home Alone? Yeah, Kingfish. Miss Frog, what's going on? It's so much clouds up there. It's gotta be a clear night with the clouds going past for it to look like the Home Alone moon. Luxor light. I wish I was in Vegas. The thing is, not just one lady, it's multiple ladies. Don't tell me you need to do it. That's different. Here's literally no way he could spend time with all those kids. Like there is no way he can literally. Yeah, you cannot spend time with each of them kids. Jay Bird's actually nice tonight. It's been nice the past tonight and the last couple of nights. We've got nice weather, but it's about to get back cold. So we were warm, then we got cold, and that's how I got sick being out there in the cold on the picking line. And now we warmed up a little bit, but it's about to get back cold again. So yeah, this is the last of the 60 degrees. But yeah, I got sick. I went on the picket line what was that, Friday night, Saturday morning? Yeah, when the picket line, it was cold out there. And got sick. Damn, I had a face mask on. The wind was blowing so hard, the air was still getting to my face, which is no good. And then I had gloves on, fingers are still cold. Yeah, winter is coming. As Game of Thrones said, winter is coming. Amber, have a good night. Walter, no, the casino is not closed. So the casinos and the hotels are open. Certain things in the casinos are closed, though. I know the poker rooms are closed. So people are going over to Canada to play poker. Pat, what's going on? See, I would love that Vegas weather. Pat, are you hiding because Amber was here? So yeah, management is. So the thing is with MGM. With MGM is in a better position than Hollywood or Greektown Casino. Matthew W. Ross does stupid shit. Oh my god. I almost dropped the gimbal. Oh my god. That is the perfect channel name. That is the perfect channel name. I told him that should be his channel name too. Matthew Rose does stupid shit. But yeah, MGM is in a better position than Hollywood or Greektown and Motor City Casino. Motor City is locally owned. Motor City is if you guys have, well, for all my sports fans, you guys know the Detroit Tigers and Detroit Red Wings. They're owned by the Ilitch family. Most notably, Mike Ilitch was the owner of the Red Wings and the Tigers. And if you guys know, Little Caesars Pizza was started and founded by Mike Ilitch. Unfortunately, Mr. I passed away in, I think 2017. I think that was. I forgot what year Mr. I passed away. So I know Mr. I was so cool. I met him when I worked at Motor City. I met him a few times. He was the nicest guy. But yeah, Motor City Casino is owned by his wife and some investors, but actually is majority owned by her. So she's totally separate from Ilitch Holdings, which owns the Red Wings, the Tigers, Little Caesars, and they have like a packaging company. But yeah, Motor City probably owned by her. Hollywood of Greektown is owned by Hollywood Casino. So if you guys heard of Hollywood Casino across the country, they're owned by Penn National. So they got a little bit of a leg up. Then of course you got us, MGM Grand Detroit. MGM, we're a worldwide company. So we have a little bit better advantage than the other two because Little Caesar's still good. Have you had their new four, was it four touchdown or four end zone calzone? Oh my god, that thing is so good. Stevie, I'm not for sure if that's the same company. It might be. I'm not for sure Penn National owns that, but Hollywood, yeah, they got Hollywood casinos here. Well, Hollywood owns Greektown Casino here. They got Providence, Ohio, Indiana, but across the country, yeah, hot red is not $5 anymore. Running crazy bread is always good, especially when it's fresh hot. But yeah, Little Caesars has a thing called, I think it's the Four Corners Calzone or Four Touchdown Wood, whatever it is. It's basically, so if you like an all meat pizza, so they have four different corners. It's one that's like a cheese. It's hard to describe that cheese, but it's cheese and pepperoni. The other one is cheese and bacon. Then you got cheese and hamburger and cheese and ham. And they're all for like a calzone. Barstool is part of Penn National. Barstool Sports is part of Penn National. I love Domino's. They said Hooters. Did you know Hooters mean boops? I like boops. Oh, I definitely knew that. If anybody knows that, nobody knows that more than me. But yeah, Little Caesars, they have the. Yep, Sarah, I do remember those days. But yeah, it's sort of like a calzone. So one is pepperoni, ham, bacon, and sausage, and in the middle, that's the pizza part. So you have a meat pizza in the middle, and you can tear the corners off first and then eat the pizza. That thing is so good. I had one like 2 weeks ago. It was so good, and that was the second one I had. First one I had was like a month before that. But that thing, that's the best thing on their menu right now is that, of course, crazy bread. You can never go wrong with crazy bread. Ask Coach. Coach could tell you crazy bread is good. Coach put crazy bread on the sauce. I was not a fan of that. I told Coach never waste good crazy bread like that again. Now, if it's cold and it's been there for a while, yes. But if fresh, don't waste fresh crazy bread out the oven because it's good. But yeah, Detroit's the home of Little Caesars. So yeah, Ryan, that's the combo. So you can get the combo that comes with the crazy bread and sauce and a 2 liter, or you can just get the calzone thing by itself. Kingfish Little Caesars reminds me of Matthew. No thanks. Oh, Kingfish Little Caesars. This thing is Little Caesars, so anywhere. And plus, downtown just built a brand new headquarters, which is so cool. But yeah, MGM right for a week. Um, I got a couple of friends that work in Vegas. They're actually coming. They used to stay here in Detroit. They're actually coming back to Detroit to work. They're bringing them here to work while we're on strike. One of my friends is the he works in New York, New York. He said that they're bringing him back here to work while we're on strike. And yeah, come on, man. And yeah, trust me, I know good pizza. You're talking about the guy who knows Chicago style and Detroit style. I know some good pizza. Jaybird, no. So the difference between us and Vegas is they're having a informational picket. So basically, what they're telling people is that so Vegas, the culinary union. So it's just the culinary union. Let me start first and foremost by saying that, because the misconception that a lot of people are getting is that in Vegas, the informational picket that's out there is all the casinos and all departments. It's not. It's just the culinary union. The culinary union in Vegas consists of the housekeeping, the bartenders, and the cooks. So that's the culinary union out there in Vegas, and they've already voted to go on strike. They can go on strike at any, they just haven't, because they're trying to come to a deal, and they're just doing and NES. You ever had Detroit style? I guarantee you, anything in New England is not better than Detroit style. We could fight about this NES. Sarah, my favorite in Chicago is Lou Malnati's. Lou Malnati's in Chicago, that's my favorite Chicago style pizza. I love that pizza. Coach missing the can, rolling again. NES, you know, I'm gonna time you out for that comment. Steedy, I saw that comic. Steedy, yeah, because normally when I say Matthew, 9 times out of 10 I'm talking about say hi to Matthew, but since Matthew Ross has come around, now I have to rephrase everything else. Since that doofus has come around, yes, I call him a doofus because he is a doofus. He knows I call him a doofus, but yeah. Oh, NES? No, he does not. NES, don't you ever again. But yeah, so out there in Vegas, so it's just the culinary union. Culinary, like I said, a culinary union consists of housekeeping, the cooks, and the bartenders. So what they're doing is they're having informational pickets. Basically, it's to tell people that hey, yes, we can go on strike whenever we can. We have approved a strike, and we have the ability to go at any minute. But we're not striking here. We're just giving people. We just want people to know that hey, we did vote to go on. So we come to a deal with MGM, Caesars, and Win. We can go on strike any minute. That's not saying that you still have front hotel staff and stuff like that. You just won't have housekeeping, cooks, and bartenders, but you'll have everybody else basically. So if they do go on strike, you won't have those three departments. So nobody to clean the rooms, nobody to cook the food, and no bartenders. So yeah, the three casinos that they're trying to bargain with is MGM Resorts, Caesars Entertainment, and Wynn. Here in Detroit, however, we are full on strike. Detroit casinos, NES. My phone is water resistant. It survived because I went right back live. I just hit the wrong button. That's why it cut off. My phone was fine. I just hit the damn wrong button like an idiot and went right back live with the same phone. And yes, remembers I was in the pool with the nice lady. I was in the pool with the ladies. That was last year. I was in Wisconsin. I remember that. That stream was funny. I'm gonna have to repost that stream. Thanks to NES, I'm gonna have to repost that funny stream when he dared me to put the phone underneath the water. But yeah, yep, Detroit Auto Workers are on strike too. NES, my phone was waterproof. It survived because I went. I went back live. But yeah, Auto Workers are on strike. Well, GM and Stellantis is. Ford just signed an agreement, so Ford will be going back to work. Oh yeah, it was 2 years ago. Because last year is I flew to my sister's, so that was 2 years ago because I drove. So yeah, you're right. It was 2 years ago because 2 years that was when I drove, and that was before the wedding. So that was April 2021 when I went. April or May 2021 when I drove. I surprised my sister. Last year I flew, and that's when I did the rain stream. Everybody remember the rain stream, where I couldn't see the chat. Everybody was in the chat having a good time, and I couldn't see it. Jaybird, I don't know. With the work situation right now, everything is up in the air, so I have no idea if I'm gonna make it back to Vegas this year. I want to say probably not, but you never know. I like to pop up in Vegas. As everybody found out in May of this year, I like to just pop up randomly in Vegas. But yeah, all of the three casinos here in Detroit are on strike. The only department that didn't strike is security because they're a part of a different union than all the rest of the other departments. But all the other departments, the contracts ended, and so we're on strike. Miss Frog. Well, Sarah, I can pop up at Coach at the MG. That'd actually be a welcome surprise for him if I popped up on him at the MG. But I know not to pop up behind him. I can't. I would never purposely scare him because I know what's going on with him. NES, I swear to God, why do you hate me? No, not from behind. No, I will give Coach a heads up. I will give him a warning. I'll at least come from the side, or I give him a warning that I was right there. I would say Coach before he seen me. I can't scare Coach because I know what's going on with Coach. So I can't scare Coach like that. But yeah, so yeah, we've been on strike for a week now, but they both sides have been forced to go to a mediator apparently. So I think they had the first meeting yesterday. I think they got to go twice more. But thing is, I just found out. Exactly, Sarah. Yeah, no Beans. Beans is on the ban list. Chili and Beans on the ban list, but yeah, he still eats it. But yeah, I went out on the pick. I went on my first night of picketing, Friday night, Saturday morning, and like I said, had a face mask on. The air was still getting to my face, so that's one bad thing. I had gloves on. My fingers are still cold, so that's two. Toes were getting cold, so I got sick again. I'm not. I already knew I'm not. I'm not supposed to be out in the cold. Oh my God, I'm gonna ignore NES. So, yeah. So I was already warned that I can't be out in the cold weather for long periods of time because of my chronic bronchitis. I can't be out in the cold for long periods of time because if I do, I could risk and then wind up being in the hospital. But even then, that I and went out there and I paid the price because I got sick. So when I went to the, they was like, "Yeah, you can't do that again, because next time you might not be so lucky, and we probably had to put you in the hospital." NES, it was 38 here by my house when I left. So down there where MGM is, because we're by the water, I want to say it's probably in the low 30s. So with the wind, it was night. It was real. It was cold. Oh my god, y'all was crazy in this chat. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. One place I know I could trust and believe I'm good if I need a place to stay in Vegas. Trust and believe. I'm pretty sure I could always crash a 921 South Main. NES, no, that's not. Not for me. It's not. T-shirt, shorts weather is not low 30s for me. For you, it is, yes, because I know how you guys over on in New England get hit with snow and the cold. Me, yeah, no, that's definitely not. I can't be in the cold anymore like I used to. It's a lot of things that, unfortunately, John was going on. Unfortunately, Bron cannot do a lot of things that he used to do. And I can't even blame nobody but myself. I'll take accountability for that. It's my fault. Because when I worked at National Rental Car at the airport in Detroit, I used to work outside. And working outside in the cold, checking in cars, I didn't wear a face mask or a scarf or anything. I just used to have a hat on my head and maybe some gloves. But I hate the gloves because I couldn't use my I couldn't use my handheld with the gloves. So I'm using the gloves. And see, I got sick. And I got real sick. I got sick at work. But I pushed out after. And they was like, they didn't. You would stay longer. You probably been in the ICU. So a little backstory for you guys. But yeah, I messed myself up trying to be move around efficiently. Running, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. But yeah, trying to be cool and have less to be efficient in. I messed myself up. So that's why you guys see me on the scooter now, because I can't be out in the cold anymore. And with that, my upper respiratory system is pretty much messed up. I can't breathe like I used to. So that means when I used to work with a marching band, my marching band days, I used to go out and walk parades and stuff like that. I can't do that anymore. So that's why you guys see me riding a scooter now. Can't do what I used to do, unfortunately. Oh, I'll be on Fremont Street too. Menace, I don't have any juicy band camp stories. My band camp was not like those band camps that you saw. But yeah, as far as striking goes, so the big three are on strike. Ford came to agreement with the UAW, so they'll be going back to work soon. So yeah, Ford, my friends who work for Ford, they'll be going back to work soon. They've been off work for the longest. So my friends that work at for Ford, they are happy that they're going back to work. So shout out to them. My friends that work for GM and Chrysler, still on strike. So they're fighting the good fight. So yeah, Miss Frog brought up the whole car thing with Matthew Ross and his mom. So he said the thing they started off at $2,000, and all of a sudden went down to 600. And I told him, and he has, oh my god, he said it went down to 600. And I said, what did you? I said, did you do something strange for a piece of change to go from 2,000 to 600? Because that's a huge drop in price. So I told him he had to do something strange for a piece of change to get from 2,000 to 600. But I forgot what he says wrong with the vehicle. August, what's going on? That's fraud. She mentioned it not as much as his birthday. Oh my god. But yeah, so back to the story. With that one night I did on the picking line, I got sick. The doctor basically be calling me an idiot because they said I knew that I was sick for being out there, and I'm not supposed to be out in the cold for long periods of time, and I was out there for 4 hours. So now my doctor has said that I cannot be out there in the cold. Now, if it was like this, it's 60 something degrees out here right now. Hold on, let me see what the weather is out here. 66. So my phone says 66 right now. So if it was like this every night, then I can go out there, I'll be fine. But when it's 30 degrees and lower, yeah, I can't go out there. So Miss Frog, you're fine. Sarah, yeah, I did tell my doctor that I'm planning on moving to Vegas, and the doctor's already said that will be better for me. With the warmer climate and stuff, that it will be better for me. So, but yeah, since I got sick, doctor said next time it might be worse, or I might be in the hospital. So, doctor says that. So there's only two choices. Either I stay home and don't get picked and don't get paid, or I cross the picket line and go back to work. So of course, I gotta get paid because I got bills to pay. So that means I'm probably going across the picket line and go back to work soon. I've already talked to my boss about the process of coming back to work. So I gotta go meet with her. I was supposed to want to meet today, but I didn't go. So I'm gonna meet with her tomorrow to start the process of them turning my badge back on because they turned off everybody's badges. Everybody went on straight. They turned off everybody's badges. So I gotta get the whole process turned, my badge turned back on, and my computer access stuff turned back on, so I can come back to work and then add that to the schedule. But yeah, I will be going back to work. And yes, I work in the hotel. I work in the hotel part of the MGM Grand Detroit. I'm pretty sure Matthew is lurking in here. He just hasn't said anything. I'm pretty sure he's lurking. But yeah. I know The union, Slot Kelly, what's going on? I know the union is not going to be happy. Well, and yes, it's either cross the picket line and not get paid, or stay at home. It's either cross the picket line and get paid, or stay home and not get paid and not be able to pay my bills. So I choose the former, which is cross the picket line. Oh, I know it is serious business, but the thing is, I'm gonna have to call my union rep also and tell them, so my union rep understands. Right, that's them. I have in the end, I can't worry about that. I have to worry about myself because if I go out there and get sick, they're not gonna sit with me in the hospital. And yes, and yes, I still have to get paid to take a vacation to go to. I have to have money to afford to hit the. See why you time them out? You ain't have to time them out. Any else just joking. Laura, what's going on? Taking Steve D, you time it out, people. Any else just joking. I know he is. But yeah, in the end, I understand like, appreciating scout workers and blah blah blah. You have to do what's best for you. You have to put yourself in the best position because a lot of people might not understand or be sympathetic of what you have going on. And see, I can't be out there in the cold. I can't be out there in the cold, 30 degrees or less outside. If it's like tonight in the 60s, in the middle 60s, then oh yeah, I'll be out. We know that's not gonna happen. So I have to do what's best for me, and I got bills to pay. Be okay. They can be mad at me all they want to, but in the end, gotta do what's best for me, cause I got bills to pay. Yeah, this starts the second week off. So it's been the full week. So the strike started. The strike officially started last Tuesday. So we've been on strike for full now. So they've both sides have been forced to go to a mediator. So hopefully, yeah, and yes, that's not gonna happen. Exactly, Digi. They not gonna pay my bills. They're not gonna worry my mom is good. They're not gonna worry about my mom straight. I got responsibilities to handle more than just me and just being out there. So yeah, I'll talk to my union rep tomorrow. I've already talked to my boss about the process going back to work. I'm gonna tell my union rep. Yeah, my mom's doing good. My mom's actually getting should be going to see my sister in Arkansas in a few weeks. But yeah, sorry about that, guys. My phone is trying to connect between Wi-Fi and I'm on my Wi-Fi, but it's trying to go between Wi-Fi and the cellular signal. But yeah, the union has already showed me. Stevie, I'm not for sure. That's a good question. So here's one thing that I found out that really pissed me off about this whole strike thing. So even if I went out there for one day, keep in mind, I went out there and froze and got sick for that one day. I'm not getting paid for that one day. I was told with my union rep that they don't prorate their checks. They only pay you. Well, CD, I can give zero fucks if I'm the first or not. I could care less. If I am, oh well. I gotta do what's best for me because guess what? Like I said, I got bills to pay and I got things to do. I can't worry about if they're gonna be mad at me, whatever. And see, that's one thing a lot of people are afraid of. A lot of people are afraid of what the union's gonna do and what people gonna do. You gotta live your life. Can't nobody live your life but you. And see, that's one of the things that people don't realize. Nobody can live your life but you. Oh yeah, I could drop the union if I want to. But yeah, but back to so I called my union rep yesterday when I left the doctor and I asked him, well, dude, what's going on with the pay? Because they are paying us to be on strike. They're paying us $500 a week to be on strike. But the thing is, you have to be out there every day to get paid. So, me being out there for that one day and getting sick, not getting paid zero. I'm getting paid zero, zilch, nada. See, that doesn't make any sense because why would you still have to pay dues if you left the union? If you're not a union anymore, you shouldn't have to pay dues. That's the whole point. If you're in the union, you pay dues. Steve D, that's not how this works. That they don't do that. But yeah, I told my union rep that I was sick and I just left the doctor. And his exact words was, well, you only worked that one day. We can't prorate the checks. So you mean to tell me that I sat out there and froze for 4 hours for nothing and got sick? And he was like, yeah, we don't prorate the check. So yeah, I'm sorry. That's what his whole words was, I'm sorry. What is your sorry is not going to do anything that I got sick and almost put myself in the hospital. So yeah, that's another reason why I am going back to work because at least I know I will be in a warm building and I will get paid. But yeah, Sarah, they probably lied to you because there's no way you should have to pay union dues if you're not in a union. That defeats the whole purpose. Freedom for me. And yes, I did that already. I did that in July when I went back. I took the bullhorn with me. Did that with the coach too. So yeah, I'm gonna call my union rep. So that you does the pig and I wish I could. And see, my friend, my partner in crime, I know you guys heard me tell you guys that he had open heart surgery, and you guys saw him on my stream before. He's almost cleared to come back to work, which is a good thing. You gotta pick it 4 hours a day, 4 hours a day, 5 days a week. So you gotta do half your shift and every day that you work. It is beautiful out here. Except for 4 hours a day, 5 days a week, so it's a day, and you're because they have it set, Stevie. They have it set to where you only pick it during the time your shift that you work. So everybody picket times is set for the shift that you work because they want it as it's basically like you're working, but you're not working. You're out there picketing, but you're not working. So that's how they got it set up. So because I work 11 p.m. to 7 a.m., I have night. So yeah, that's one of the things about picking in the daytime. And yes, you just go out there and just pick it. Well, NES, this is what you do. You go, you take my barcode, and you go scan it and pick it for me, and make sure I get paid, and you get half. How about that? Exactly. Just make sure to scan my barcode so I can make sure to get paid. But yeah, I'm probably. But yeah, I'll be lying. You guys hear me joke about my job all the time, but I've been gone for a week. I actually miss work. I don't know if it's the actual building. I think I miss just my coworkers because I don't get to see my coworkers like I used to. I think that's what it is. I think I miss my coworkers that I don't get to see like I used to. Yeah, I can call them and text them, but it's not the same as seeing them every day and laughing with them. I do. I miss my managers. My managers. I got some cool managers, so I do miss my managers. I really got some. I can honestly say I got some cool managers. Well, they'll be okay. And yes, that's one thing. My coworkers, they actually not gonna hate me. My coworkers who I'm cool with, they know my situation, so they know. Sarah, the English check gonna show up. Listen, if I haven't got those checks for the English yet, they ain't coming. No, I'm sitting on my porch. Well, I'm sitting on the bottom part of my porch, rather. Got my red beauty right there. Probably a glitch at UP. Oh my God, Sarah. Listen, if it's been a glitch for over a year, listen, I haven't got the checks from the English in over a year, so I highly doubt it's UPS. I think that Cash or Crash guy definitely not a roach by my feet. There's a piece of wood though. Yeah, I think Sir Loon ate my checks allegedly. Poor Brandon probably got them. But I joke about the people I got to deal with every night. But it's actually, if you guys, I deal with so many different people, and like I deal with the drunk people, I deal with the horny people, I deal with the drunk and horny people, I deal with the drunk, horny, and hungry people, and some of them are annoying, and you just want to go choke them, but some of them are hilarious. Sir Luna was very hungry for a lot of paychecks. I think T-Bone did it. Well, and yes, I got to cross the picket line tomorrow anyway, because I got to go. Well, anywhere I go, I got to go to the job anyway. But I literally have to go to security because I can't scan my badge to get in anymore. So I had to stop at the security gate, have them call in to my boss to let me in. This is weird. I have not had to do this since I've been there. Because, matter of fact, the first day that I went down there, I had to do my paperwork and I had to get my badge. I parked in the self parking garage. And then the second day, when I had orientation, I had my badge, so we just scanned the badge to go to employee parking. So this is the first time I would have to stop at security to get in, which is gonna be weird. Go in because they obviously have to be in the building and go with my boss, and we have to get me reactivated in the system. Well, the thing is, during that time I'm going, I think only a couple people know. Only a couple people I work with will be there, and I'm pretty sure they probably won't see my car. And thing is, because other people are still working, cars pull up in there all the time. So that's one of the good things. So cars pull in all the time, and security is right there. Exactly, Chris. These people, they're hungry, horny, and hungry. And you see, their thing is, if they call, it's a mixture. Sometimes first, they want alcohol first, or they want the condom first, or the intimacy kit. Sometimes they want the alcohol. Whether my coworkers that know me, I'm not worried about them. Oh, yo, chicken wing slot king, you're cool. I saw that you like Long Island's. Good drink. Kingfish, listen, they can try me all they want to. You guys ever heard the thing of fuck around and find out? I would be the true reason to fuck around and find out. Jaybird, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Stopping in. But yeah, we'll see. I'm going to call my union rep tomorrow first before I head down there and meet with my manager. See, the best thing is, when I talked to my manager about possibly coming back, and she told me everything that's got to happen. I told her I want to come back to my. She asked what I want to do. What I always do. Well, the union or the hotel. Well, I gotta call the union rep first to tell them, because it's a process that we got to go through. So I have to call a union rep first and tell them, hey, I am not going to be on the picket line anymore. I am going back to work. So yeah, I have to call the whole process. What that is, I have to tell a union first before I actually. Well, oh well. I listen. As you guys know from YouTube, I'm not liked by everybody, and I don't care. Hell, I'm probably the most disliked mod on YouTube, and I can give zero fucks. So the union rep can either say, okay, we understand that you have health, you have to worry about your health, or I can drop the union. Oh yeah, I've had bad problems with unions before, and that's why I'm a little hesitant on jobs when they ask me to join union, because I've been burned from a union before where I got pulled into office and I got in trouble, and the union didn't fight for me. The whole point is for the union is for them to fight for you, and they did not fight for me. So yeah, I'm a little hesitant on unions, but it is what it is. The only reason why I joined the union here at MGM because it's a company that I plan on staying at, especially hopefully, well I hope to stay at, especially transition out to Vegas. But I've said that if the MGM properties don't have nothing that I want to do, then I would look for a different company. So like right now, MGM, if I wanted to go out to Vegas right now, MGM would not have a position out there that I would want to do. So my only choice would be either wait here until they did or go to a different company. So I've said if I can go out to Vegas right now, I would go work at Fontainebleau. Fontainebleau is a brand new property. Ron, what's going on? No, I understand, Slack Alley. Yeah, listen, I understand completely. But yeah, I've said right now that if I could get out to Vegas right now, I would go and work at Fontainebleau. Brand new property, and they have positions that I would definitely take. Fontainebleau is owned by the Fontainebleau Group. They have properties, I think, all over, but they have like they got a property in Miami, which is real nice. But I forgot the guy who's ahead of the group. But yeah, Fontainebleau, I would go work for them. Fontainebleau has two positions. Matter of fact, I applied for, and they wanted me to come interview for, but I cannot do over the phone or a video interview. They wanted me to physically fly out to Vegas. Andy, my position that I have here in Detroit, they actually don't have in Vegas. No, the one in Miami doesn't have a casino. So I think this is gonna be their first property with a casino. Now keep in mind, I don't mind unions if they are supposed to do. Now, not all unions are bad because I have seen unions do what they're supposed to and do help you out. Matter of fact, I have been when I worked at National Car Rental. I was part of the union, and my union backed me up on a couple of things. And my union rep was a friend of mine. He's still a friend of mine, so he's my union rep. Now that union was cool. Some unions, yeah, they can be. But yeah, Fontainebleau, they did in-person interviews, and I hate it because they wanted me to come out to Vegas. And see, thing is, I can't just randomly pop up and go to Vegas because you gotta get a flight. I gotta get getting a hotel room, as you guys know, it will be very easy for me. Either I can stay at the English for a night, or I can stay at Excalibur for a night. That's nothing, but still gotta pay for a flight and pay for a rental car. Food I ain't gotta worry about for that one day. It's just paying for a flight and rental car. Yeah, Whaler, no, no. Not when I have a nice place to stay at 921 South Main Street, or I have a place to stay at 3850 South Las Vegas Boulevard. The king of oil. That's not a good. Listen, based upon that video I watched, the Trail with Ruby. That's not a humble brag to say the king of oil. That video was ugh. Oh, there's a high wind watching Henderson. Did you be careful? There's a high wind of watch. Yeah, Pat. I'm not saying the oil. That video I watched the Travel Rubies and she showed that room. Oh hell no! And people say the Excalibur is bad. The audio made Excalibur look like the wind. That says a lot. Now keep in mind the Excalibur. Keep in mind I love Excalibur, but some of the rooms are the resort tower is dated. I will admit that the resort tower Excalibur is dated. It is bad. The Royal Tower is a little bit better, but it is dated too. But one of the things I like about Excalibur, no, Oyo used to be Hooters Hotel. The maximum is where the Westin is, off of Flamingo and Koval. Yeah, the Oyo. Oh yeah, Rio is definitely better than the Oyo. At least the Rio is getting renovated rooms now, so that's a good thing. They're getting Coach. I was just telling everybody, I know if I ever need a place to stay, if I ever just came, I just popped up in Vegas, I know I had a place to stay at 921 South Main Street. Oh, okay, did you? It just popped up. AccuWeather just popped up and said high wind, and I didn't even look and see what it was. I always know I could pop up at 921 South Main Street and have a room ready for me, so I'm not worried about that. Even if I had to stay in my old office, I'm fine. Shiny new office. Define shiny, Pat. It's not. It's nothing shiny about the new office. Trust me. That's okay, because once the Midtown project comes, I'll have a new office. Or no office at all. I don't know. Whaler. See, there is a beauty about Vegas. I have two best friends that stay out there, so I'm good. And they tell me Brian's secret hideaway. Shh, tell Coach you weren't supposed to tell nobody. Sarah, nobody see my. I won't let Coach show nobody my office yet. Unfortunately, he showed somebody my office already. My new office is not getting a plant. No, I draw the line on the plant. I didn't want to plant the old office, so the new one definitely can't have a plant. Can't have a plant. No type of plants or flowers, anything allowed in the new office. But yeah, all seriousness, I'm if I ever got to pop up in Vegas, I know I'm good because that's one thing I'm not worried about. And that's one of the things that people ask me all the time is, am I worried about going out there? No, I do a pet rock. Oh my god, working girls, yeah, yeah, they're gonna be working all right. Working, I'm not gonna say what. Damn, I just thought I do have two best friends out there. Two best friends out there, and I got a couple other friends that stay out there. Dang. Avon needs a new CEO. I've heard that. I heard you guys, dear Matthew Ross, is sitting on a cactus out there. Is that true? I heard that somewhere. I'm not definitely not having a cactus. Nope. Because if I prick the one time I prick myself, it's going right out. And knowing me, I'm bound to prick myself with it. So no, no cactus. Said freak. Not pricking myself with a cactus. Nope. I try to avoid all cactuses in Vegas. Luckily, I don't have to deal with them much. And I don't go near the one at the English, so that's perfect. Damn, have I been on that side of the building? Yes, I have been on the side of the building, but I don't go near it. No, no plants. Period. Kingfish. No, nope. Zero. Nada. No plants in the new office, whichever office. No, no, no plants. Vicky, what's going on? No plants. No, no, no plants. Coach, I'm putting in a one of those mini vintage Coca-Cola refrigerators. So when I'm not there, I'm gonna fill it with Diet Coke, and when I am there, regular Coke and Diet Coke. That way, you got Diet Coke cold and ready for you whenever you decide you want one. It's one in there. Diet Dr. Pepper. I want to ride one of those. I think they got those in Vegas to rent. I want to ride one of those. I like regular Dr. Pepper. I love regular Dr. Pepper, and I love the Dr. Pepper cream soda. Coach, that's what. Since you like diet Dr. Pepper, try a diet the diet Dr. Pepper cream soda and see if you like it. That's what I was meaning to tell you. I love the Dr. Pepper cream soda. That reminds me, I need to go get me some. I need to go get me some from the store. Mountain Dew, I just went and got a I just went and got a 12 pack of the Voodoo. I just went and got a 12 pack of Voodoo. So if you guys are unaware what Voodoo is, every year for the past, I think since 2019, Mountain Dew has come out with a mystery flavor Mountain Dew, and it's white. It's a mystery flavor. It's around Halloween. It's before Halloween, around Halloween every year since 2019. And you guess what the flavor is. And a couple years ago, it was like a Skittles flavor, and then one was like a Sweet Tarts flavor. This year, if you try it, the flavor this year is good. I didn't like last year's. Last year's Voodoo was nasty. I didn't like it. This year's Voodoo, I like it because it's one of the candies that I do like to eat. Slack out, yeah. This year's is real good. It's a candy that I like. It's a candy that I like. It's an airhead. It's a cherry airhead this year. Voodoo Shamrock flavor. I don't know how that will work. Mountain Dew has caffeine in it, and that's what I need. Working midnight shift, you need the caffeine. So I'm either drinking coffee or Mountain Dew. But yeah, the Mountain Dew Voodoo this year is cherry airhead, and I love. Shoot, Slack Alley, something tell me that'd be perfect. I just bought a 12 pack, and I just drank the first one tonight. Oh my god, that thing! I love airheads. I love if you guys ever had an airhead. They're different color candies, and the color is based upon the flavor. So cherry is red. They got a white one, a orange one, a green one, a blue one, and I love. Oh, electrolytes. That's why I drink my Gatorade. I drink Gatorade for my electrolytes. Let us market you. Are you talking about female airheads or the airheads candy? Because you said I've had a few airheads. You have to specify which type of airhead. If we're talking about, I yeah, well, it's neither here nor there. Kingfish, yes, water is the best thing you can drink because as I learned that from a young age watching the Magic School Bus about water. The muscles need water to expand and be good, and not Vegas water. Hey, I'm sure Vegas water is clean once it's filtered out and stuff. I'm at 43%. I'm good. It goes to the wheels on the bus. But yeah, I learned young age thanks to. Did you talking about straight black? Ugh, no, I can. I tried to. My coworker got me to take a sip of straight black coffee once, and ugh, I hurry up and pour sugar in it. I gotta have sugar in my coffee. That straight black was horrible. It's my pure lone water. Hey, the semi pure lone water is coffee for cats. Coffee is good. It's just how certain people like it straight black with nothing. Certain people like it with sugar, like me. Some people like it with sugar and cream. Digi, it was. I had a at work we got a Keurig machine, so we got the K cups, and I literally got my K cup like I always do. I had Folgers, matter of fact. I put my Folgers K cup in there, made it. I took a sip, and it was horrible. And I said, nope, this is why I don't drink straight black coffee. It has to have sugar. I like my coffee with bacon, hold the coffee. Kingfish Loon Water has double cheeseburger taste. DJ, I was gonna ask that question, but you know what? I was gonna ask that, but yeah, nah. See, I had a joke about cats and a body part, but I'm gonna keep that to myself. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my joke on cats and a different. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that joke to myself. Coach. Oh man. But one of the things I tell people, I may drink my pop, but I also have water and I drink Gatorade and juice. I like apple and orange juice. I love apple and orange juice. But yeah, it's important to drink water. Oh, the high C orange at McDonald's. Oh, that is so good. I'm glad they brought back high C orange. I said next time I go to McDonald's, I'm gonna get high C. Matter of fact, I might go to McDonald's. I had to go pick up my medicine from the pharmacy. I might go to McDonald's after I go pick my medicine up. Now that orange water from the English is good. The orange water at the English is the best. That's my favorite one. Is the orange water. Orange water. That's my favorite one. So funny story for you guys. So when I got to last year, after if you guys remember, I took the train from Detroit to Vegas. Once I finally got to the English after that long ride, and then getting the shuttle bus from Kingman to Vegas, getting to rent a car, and going to 7-Eleven and stuff. Once I finally got to English, I literally got me a cup of water, the fruit water, and it was fruit water. I had the big huge cup of fruit water, and then I went and got me another one. Then the next morning when I got up to go take the rental car back, I went and got me another one. Cats don't like water anyway, so you'll be fine. Sarah definitely knows. I can't that one. This was the rental last year, Coach. I think what was it? The Cherokee again? I think that was a Jeep Grand Cherokee last year I had. That was the first one I had, the brand new one. Yeah, it was. So last year was the first of the new Grand Cherokees that I had. That poor Durango this year in May. That pizza. That thing took 2 car washes and I don't know how many cleanings to fully get that pizza residue off that car. That Durango had a Hemi too. That poor Durango. I feel bad for it, but it was funny. So I'm gonna give you guys a little backstory on that pizza. So sign me so. My God. So I'm gonna give you guys a little backstory on the pizza, and Coach can back this up. So me and Coach, we talked about that pizza beforehand, but I didn't know he was talking about it that day. So keep in mind, I was kind of a little sick. Well, I was a little sick from the plane, and he was kind of a little sick. And we had talked about the pizza early that day. He was like, "Yeah, maybe we do a hood pizza." I was like, "Okay, yeah, we had talked about it before." Then he was like, "Yeah, okay." I didn't think none of it. So when he said pull in to the 7-Eleven, Keep in mind, I'm not thinking nothing about the pizza. I'm just thinking, okay, 7-Eleven, he's going in, he's going to get us something to drink. He's going to get us both pops. Or as everybody else say soda, but we say pop, but that's neither here nor there. That's another topic. So when he came out with us, everybody was like, he's in there gambling. And I showed him, I was like, yeah, no, he's not gambling, he's in line. I didn't see the pizza then. Because I was looking at his chat. And then when he came out with the pizza, as you guys, I just died laughing. Because then I thought about it, I was like, wait a minute, he did mention the pizza. And I did not know he was talking about, oh yeah, we're going to do it later. I'm just thinking, okay, one day, whenever we're going to do the hood pizza. I didn't think it would be that night. So when he bought that pizza out, I couldn't do nothing but laugh. So being sick and already coughing and laughing was not a good thing. But that stream was a classic. When it started driving and they folded, that was hilarious. So then pull over to the side by that bus stop, and he put it back on. And once you got on the freeway and it ramped and it flew up, oh man, that was classic. All that grease. Who knew that cheese pizza at 7-Eleven had so much grease? I know somebody rolled over that pizza and they tire, they wheel was probably squiggly. Somebody ran over that pizza and they wheel probably went around. I feel sorry for whoever ran over that pizza because I know for a fact if they had all that grease on that windshield, they probably ran over the pizza. It was like, what the hell? Why is my car acting like this? But driving with all that grease, driving on the 15 with all that grease on the windshield trying to get off was something I will never forget. Because no matter how much wiper fluid I used, it was not working. Then we, of course, go to the car wash. I had like 3 different cars, and it was not. This was in May. My surprise that only a couple people knew that I was gonna be there. Of course, Coach being one of them, because I said it in English. So of course, he knew I was gonna be there. But only a couple people knew that I was gonna be in Vegas then. Everybody else, it was a surprise. But going to the car wash, Coach trying like 3 or 4 different cars, and it kept declining. That was hilarious. And the fact that we went through the car wash and it still didn't clean it off was insane. Then Coach went out there, cleaned the windshield. It still didn't clean it off fully. So I literally the next day had to go back to the car wash, get another car wash, and clean it again for it to fully get off. I had to literally scrub that windshield and that hood. I had to scrub it for it to get fully off. So they had no idea that it was a pizza on there. Mr. Fraud, that might be dangerous because that follow car, it might hit that follow car. Oh, the squeegee did. The second Kingfish, that second day, I had to use the squeegee to scrub that car. Because remember, it was a black Durango. And that Durango was still fairly new. So I definitely had to get off any evidence that we put a pizza on the hood, but it was fun. It was funny. It was fun. I will admit it was funny. So ironically, Coach is in here. So I showed a couple friends of mine coach string, and they was wondering why I always say coach and stuff like this, and I always say about the English. So I showed them. They was like, and I was meaning to tell Coach this. I said I was gonna tell him later, but I'll tell you guys now, since you guys aren't here. So keep in mind, these people have never seen Coach's strings before. So I showed them the scooter string with Coach, and I showed them the ones that me and Coach have done. And it's amazing how they picked up on the string. So you guys know how I always say, Coach, no, don't do the hood food, or I'm usually against the hood food, especially if he wastes good food. Because if it's something I eat, I definitely don't want him to waste it. Because I'm like, damn, that's good food. You just wasted. I could have ate that if I was there. But that's neither here nor there. Hold on. It does. So what's funny is that these people, they don't watch YouTube that much. Is that they picked up automatically. It's like you guys are like, you two are hilarious together. It's like you two are like good cop, bad cop. It's like he's the good cop and you're the bad cop. And what's funny is they picked up on it and they knew. It's like, it's funny. You think by you being a younger one, you would be the one saying, let's do this crazy stuff. And he'll be the one, the serious one, be like, I don't know, we shouldn't do this. But they say, no, it's the exact opposite. And I showed them the scooter stream. And it's like, that's amazing how you were the serious one. You're younger. You were the serious one. And he's older. And he's having the most fun. So you think it'd be the other way around, but it wasn't. And that's what it's like. You two dynamic is so cool because it's the exact opposite of what you would think. If anybody else saw these streams, they would think, okay, you're the young one. You're going to have all the fun. He's going to be the one to tell you, no, don't do this. Don't do this. But it's the exact opposite. So yeah, I had to share that with you guys. So two people who never watched it, they picked up on it instantly. It's like, it's crazy. But yeah, I had to share that story with you guys. And it was funny. And I told them, I was like, you know, I'm going to tell everybody this. Let us mark you. I would not trust sushi from 7-Eleven. No, we cannot ruin the scooters, Digi. No. Listen, Red One Scooters, I love Red One Scooters. That is the official scooter company of RealBron03. Steve D had fun. Steve D kept up with us on the scooters. Kingfish, I was, because I was not expecting that piece to fly off when it did. One, two, I was worried that if I had the sunroof open, so I was worried that it came in the sunroof. So we had a pizza somewhere in the truck, and I was really gonna have to clean the inside. But I don't know. I would have to get a different scooter company that I don't like. No, because I'm gonna have to pay for it. No, I'm good. Those scooters are not cheap. The scooter company that I used to use before I found about Red One, they do have now where you can get scooter insurance. I went on their website. They contacted me, and they do have where you can get scooter insurance per day in case something happens. Red One, no, they don't have to worry about me because I'm not gonna do nothing to bother their scooters. So yeah, if you guys ever need a scooter in Vegas or know somebody who needs a scooter in Vegas, talk to Red One Scooters. Official scooter company of RealBron03. Tell them RealBron sent you. They may or may not hook you up. I don't know. I'm trying to get a sponsorship from them. 7-Eleven, nah, I do. They do have good hot dogs. I will say, if they're cooked. They do have good hot dogs. People like their people like the little wraps and stuff that they have too. I forgot what they call them. What, the taquitos or something like that. People like those. But yeah, me and Coach have fun. I like to bring the big kid out and coach. So Stevie, I can not make sure. I can't guarantee that. From what I was told, if she makes sure to mentions me, they may or may not give her a discount. As completely up to them. I'm not for sure. I've been trying to work out something out with them where if you do mention me, you can get a discount and they sponsor me. So hopefully down the road they will. City, I'll call and let them know. But yeah, usually they let me know if somebody mentions me and gets a scooter. They'll say, "Hey, someone got a scooter," and they mention your name, so they'll usually tell me, which is pretty cool. But I think they're just trying to see how many people actually do it first before they think of anything. Because, which I understand, because when I was doing college courses, I was a business administration major, so I understand everything from a business aspect. I understand from a consumer aspect, and I understand from a business aspect. So I understand from a business aspect, they want to see how many people, actually mention me before, doing something like that, because that's a huge undertaking. Oh, it's been longer than 55 minutes. I think because that one did. So we got 22 people in here. So, and it's not a Vegas stream. Hopefully, I can get back out to Vegas this year. I would love to get back out there before the year's over. Whaler, we're not gonna talk about Donut Bar, okay? Why you had to bring up that? Let us mark you the scooter place in Vegas. I don't know where the exact building is, where their headquarters is, but they are in Vegas. The main two guys, they're awesome. There's another guy that helps them with them now that I met this year in July. But yeah, it's the two main guys. They're awesome. And this is Vegas. Listen, I wish it was Vegas. Yeah, I know for a fact Vegas has no houses that look like this. They have no neighborhoods that look like this. Look, you actually grass in my neighborhood. We have grass and trees, so you definitely know this ain't Vegas, and it's not fake grass at that. Too much grass must be Iowa. Andy, I'm not going back to Iowa anytime soon to apologize. I do miss Donut Bar. I do still talk to the owners. I do talk to them every now and then. Just see how they're doing. Did you smoke? Yeah, they're going to more likely smoke the grass in Vegas. Nah, see, most of the houses here in Detroit are brick houses. And you notice they don't build brick houses anymore. So that's why it's cool when you see one, because that's how you know they're older houses, because they're brick. I wish I could build a tunnel. So Kelly, I think we know one person who loves Jack in the Box tacos. Oh yeah, every time I see a house, so there's a channel that I subscribe to here on YouTube. He's he's a realtor in Vegas. His name is Chuckits. Chuckits, was it Cruisewalk? But his first name is Chuckits. He's a realtor out in Vegas. He's real cool, and he do house tours. And I subscribe to him, and he's always talking about the stucco on the houses. Oh, Les Market, I love Denny's. We used to have a whole bunch of Denny's here in Metro Detroit, and they've closed all of them except one. And the one that's still here, it closes early. So Wayla knows about Chuckits. So yeah, Chuckits is real cool. Chuckits is a real good realtor. So if I were to buy a house in the market to buy a house in Vegas, I have two realtors that I would use. Is him and of course, Las Vegas gal from Jacob's Life in Vegas. So I have two realtors that I would use if I were ever looking for a house in Vegas. Lacey. That's Lacey. So Lacey is Las Vegas gal. Yeah, Chuck is really knows everything that's going on. Chuck is real cool. He breaks down everything when it comes to showing off a house. So if you ever think about moving to Vegas and look for a house, look up Las Vegas gal. Her real name is Lacey, or look up Chuckits. But yeah, the Denny's here, they closed all of them except one, and that one closes, I think, at. I don't really know Jeff. I've never met Jeff. I mean, I watch his channel, but I don't really know him. But yeah, I do know of Jeff also, so that's three. But yeah, I've actually talked to Lacey, Las Vegas guy. I've actually talked to her about moving out there. I told her if I ever hit the Powerball Mega Millions, that she would be the one I use to find me one of those nice houses in the hills in Henderson. Kingfish, yes, I have met both Martin and Jeff in person before. I met them both at the same effect in person. And October 2020, yeah, I've met them both in person. Did you? I did not know that. That's cool. I do remember Jeff saying something about that. I remember LV did say something about that. Now that you mentioned it, I do remember LV. He mentioned something to me about that. He said he went through Jeff for his house, and that's why Jeff was hurt when he heard that LV had passed away. But yeah, Martin and Jeff, if you guys, for those who have met them in person, or if you just met one in person, you will know Martin online is not the same as Martin in person. I'm gonna just keep it at that. You have to, until you meet him, you will. It's like night and day when you fully meet him in person. Yeah, did you? That was, yeah, it was about a month and a half he had been there. That's the crazy part. That is crazy. You never know. You never know. That's one thing yeah, they're both weird. They are both weird. But Martin in person is and nothing like the Martin that's online. Me and Martin go back and forth online, but he's really really cool. He's I've seen him a couple times in person. He's really cool. Matter of fact, I seen him last month, and I saw like, hey, I'm in the casino. I was like, hey, I just got to work. He's like, hey, are you working? I said, yeah, I just got to work. So I went out and I met him in the hotel lobby. So he comes down to MGM a lot because he stays in the suburbs of Detroit. Those two make me laugh. Those two together they were like a married couple when we met up in October a couple years ago. So keep in mind those two were going at it, and I was already drinking. I think I was on maybe my third Long Island. Then when they got to the D, we was at the D. Me and my friends were at the D, and we was just chilling, hanging out. And those two got down there. I think I was on my third one, and those two had me dying laughing because I was stress drinking that day. So I think I was at the D. I think I had like 5 Long Islands at the D. They're jokesters. They are jokesters. Jeff put it was like a little scarf or something on the back of my scooter. I don't know if it was somebody that walked past or what the person was. I wasn't there. And he tied it to the back of my scooter. And he would not take it off my scooter, and I got pissed off at him. And I told him to take it off because if it gets stuck in there and mess up the scooter, that he was gonna pay for it. I'm not paying for it. So luckily some other friends I was with, they took it off at Bellagio. Jeff wouldn't take it off. And I told him if that scooter I messed up that he was paying for it. So he was gonna have to contact the scooter company, tell him what he did, and he's gonna have to pay for it. But yeah, Martin in person, Martin is real cool in person. He doesn't joke around like he does on here online. He will joke around, but he doesn't joke around like he does here online. I would have took you guys down to MGM so you could have seen the picket line, but it's not that busy during this time of night as it is during the other times of day. There's less staff at night, so of course less people on the picket line. What are you guys up to? It is 4:08 here. Damn, I mean, Kingfish. That's just them joking. It's 4 here, so that means it's 1 on the West Coast, 3 Central, 2 Mountain, 1 Pacific, and Hawaii. That means it's what 11 in Hawaii. Seriously, she about to get to sleep. Yeah, unfortunately, I was up for most of the day, and so if you guys don't know this, Steve D loves takes he takes his walks. A bunch of Steve D. Well, I think Steve D. Literally, I think Steve D is a pimp sometimes, cause he just says he's taking a walk. I think Steedy is really a pimp. Okay, so what it says 10. I think Steedy is really a pimp, but he's taking his walk to make sure that his girls got his money. But yeah, ever since we've been on strike, my sleep pattern has been messed up. It's been all over. Well, even my days off, my sleep pattern is all over. So I can't even say it's my days off. My sleep pattern has been off the past few weeks. Because normally, if it's a day I gotta work, I'm sleep by 1 o'clock, no later than 2. I wake up at 9. When I'm off, normally I'm up until that same time. So Tuesday, once I get off of work, usually I'm up till the same time. Then I go to sleep. But for the past few weeks, well, past couple weeks before we went on strike, I literally stay up all day until like I'll finally get sleepy, probably like 7, 8 o'clock at night on a Tuesday, and be asleep. And that's been happening lately, which is weird. So I gotta get my body back, my sleep pattern, my body back used to it. But I think that's just a thing of me wanting to go out to Vegas and me loving Vegas so much. My body is trying to be on Eastern time, but at the same time, my body is on Western time. I have to remember that I'm not in Vegas yet. Sometimes my body does think it's in Vegas. Yeah, I know, Sarah. It'll happen eventually. Like my friend said, my friend told me, like it's just in God's timing. You'll get out there because that's where you want to go. You'll get out there eventually. It's just one thing that I can't rush just going out there. With me, I can't just jump out and go out there. I gotta have a plan first. I gotta know where I'm going to stay. I gotta make sure, because I didn't get so used to driving. I gotta make sure I have a vehicle. If I don't have a vehicle, one thing about me, I am not. Yeah, exactly. I gotta have housing first. One thing, I'm not scared to take a bus because I would take the bus here. If I didn't have my car, I would take the bus here. And I have taken the bus here. I've taken the bus from my house all the way out to the airport, which is normally driving. The airport is like 25 minutes from my house driving. So it's like 2 hours on the bus. I've taken that out there. Well, Sarah, yeah, I actually don't mind taking the bus. The bus can be fun. It was taking the bus. And when I was little, elementary school, when I moved over here on the west side, me and my sister were still going to school on the east side. So we were literally catch the bus from here to the east side. And then, well, no, my mom used to drop us off in the morning. We would catch the bus from the east side over here to back here to the west side. Those days, simpler days. Like my school was close to where we used to stay, and my sister was the middle school like 3 blocks up. And what I used to do is my sister got out before I did, so my sister would be standing. My sister would be standing at the corner, and she would wait on me until I got out. And then when I got out, I'll go meet her at the corner, and then we'll walk up to the main road that was closest to us and get to the bus stop and get the bus back to when we stayed over there across the street. And then middle school, caught the bus. High school, I took the bus home. And people bother you on the bus. Yeah, people coughing, people bothering you. Sometimes you be like, oh my god. But sometimes the bus can be fun. Sometimes the bus is a pain. Jen, what's going on? Sorry, Jen, no horse shirt guy. Just me. I remember one night I was working out in a suburb called Westland we had here. See, Sarah, they was trying to get on. They was just trying to talk to you, trying to get to know you. But yeah, I had got off of work one night, and keep in mind I got off at what time? I want to say the mall. I worked inside a mall, so the mall closed at what 9. So I would get out of there, then walk around the side of the mall to where the bus is. They had to wait for because I had to take two different buses to get 2 or 3 buses to get to work. I had to take three. I had to 3 from buses to get to and from work when I worked out there. So go to the side of the mall. You take we call it the smart bus, which is called Suburban Mobility. And I forget it's called smart bus. But anyway, I forgot what it's called. And so I would get the 4-row smart bus. Sir, that's a good thing. Humid in October. You know we don't get humidity in October. Sure, that's what I'm saying. I'm still sitting out here enjoying this nice night because I know he ain't gonna be able to do this next week because it's supposed to get back cold. I turned my fan back on in my room. It's been warm the past couple of days. I turned the fan back on. You guys notice that? Look at that. Look at the fence, the wooden fence. You see how it like somebody is walking past, like a shadow is walking past that fence. But it's nobody. It's just the wind. Look at that. That's crazy. I gotta zoom in. Let me zoom in. It won't let me. Hi, Gail. Look at that. It like somebody walking past the fence. And there's nobody walking past. That's the crazy part. Spooky. This Bart. Him and this, what's going on? Did Matthew find a way to Detroit and find out where I live? Spooky. That's crazy. It looks like somebody is walking past the gate and it's not. That is too crazy. I've been noticing that. Yeah, no, sir. Not gonna happen. Nope. He said he wanted to be Bartler Ross Productions on. Listen, he said he wants to be roommates with NES. He said him and NES can be roommates now. I think NES might take him up on that. I think NES wants to spend a lot of time getting to know Matthew. Especially since Matthew said he want to come out with his own slot machine. So see, what better? NES can teach him about slots and stuff. So see, perfect combination right there. See, Sarah, exactly. He got him shovel snow. That's one thing New England gets is a lot of snow. That's one thing. They're by the ocean and they have beaches, but they get too much snow. I hate the snow that we get. Yeah, Matthew would kick Mama Lady. Yeah, I think he would. I actually think Matthew would kick his mom out of NES movie in. Where's Digi? I hear a plane above. This is not a plane spotting channel. Well, sometimes it is, but I hear it. Can't see it. It's up there somewhere. Jen is Bronze Star Alien for 8 months. Me and you both, Jen. Me and you both. You sound where I am. Did y'all hear a plane? Oh, and I see a helicopter. I see a helicopter in the distance. Something that happened. A helicopter flying around. I gotta get something out the car once I end this. And Digi, I look for Avon ladies. Digi, are you on Boulder Highway? Get away from Boulder Highway. See, that's one thing about it. It's a UAP. Her Mary Kay girls are hotter. Are you serious? Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding. Okay, Digi, so you good then. You ain't nowhere near Boulder Highway. Oh, it's starting to rain now, guys. Somebody ready to end this, because I feel raindrops and I hear it on the awning next door. Well, it stopped, so we'll continue. But if it ramps up a little bit more, then he's not near the bad part of Boulder Highway. So that was interesting. Couple raindrops. Now it stopped. And so we'll keep going. Oh, geez, thanks, Sarah. I appreciate it. No wonder my leg is hurting. I'm starting to get sore and stiff. It's coming this way. I so I have to keep moving my leg and my ankle around because I'm getting sore and stiff. Steedy, yes, but believe it or not, there's actually a good part of Boulder Highway. What part of Boulder Highway is nice? You have to be on the other side of uh what's that? If you once 215 ends and you keep going straight. Yeah. I know where Digi is talking about. There is certain parts of Border Highway that is nicer than others. I can honestly say that. I agree with that. I've been on a nice part of Boulder Highway, and it is not like the rest of the parts where Coach goes and he sees the makeup salesman, the sales ladies. Chris, I'm still on work schedule because right now I would be at work. So see, 424, yeah, I would be saying I got less than 3 hours to go now. This would be the time when everything quiets down at work and it gets like uber quiet. I'll be getting ready to point out my last report at night at 4:50 at 5 o'clock. I'll just be sitting there waiting to print out my last report. Is it this weekend? Oh, a week from Sunday. Okay. Hey, look. I don't know if you guys can see it. Look at the star. Hey, look. We finally see something up in the sky. We finally found a star. Chris, for the most part, yes. So it is mostly the same thing. I don't know what all the culinary union is planning on striking for because they're not fully on strike yet. We here in Detroit, we're fully on strike. The culinary union out in Vegas, they're just doing informational pickets to tell people that they could potentially go on strike. We're fully on strike here in Detroit, but for us here in Detroit, ours is about wages because we deserve a wage increase, which we do. Um, they're trying to raise our insurance by well, everybody who has insurance through work. They're trying to raise their insurance by $60. Another point of ours is job security. Different departments. They're trying to, get them to have everyday housekeeping because they don't have housekeeping every day. So I know that's one thing we have in common with Vegas is higher pay, insurance costs, and the housekeeping every day, and that's one thing both do. Um, I think our housekeeping here is they want it where the workload they want to do more as far as workload. They want to have it more better for them. Yeah, it did. I saw him. I saw him video on the news on was it Fox 5? I saw when Nick got arrested. He was the second person they got up from the ground. If you guys look at Fox 5 on YouTube or one of the news stations out there, Nick was the best dressed person sitting on the ground. He was the second one they got up off the ground. They put in the zip ties. But yeah, I saw him when he got put in his zip ties. And as a bartender, yeah, he's one of the ones. Chris, what's going on? Yeah, they use so they didn't. So what they do was because it's a peaceful protest. Police use zip ties when they arrest people. They use zip ties when it's a peaceful protest. Now, if you're not peaceful, they use the handcuffs. But other than that, they just use zip ties. If you're picketing doing a peaceful protest, they use zip ties because they know you're even though you're out there protesting, you may be blocking something. Like them yesterday, they were blocking Las Vegas Boulevard. They were sitting in the middle of the street, so they knew they were going to get arrested, and they did it anyway. So they did it for a cause. Because you can't block Las Vegas Boulevard. No, no, they didn't have a permit. They went out there. See, the thing is, with their informational picket, they were just supposed to be on the sidewalk. You're fine to be on the sidewalk, but you can't block Las Vegas Boulevard. You can't block the street. And what they did was they literally sat in the street. And see, the thing is, you can't block a city street. And see, that's what they did. They blocked the city street. So even with the cops there, the cops had to block off Las Vegas Boulevard right there because they sat in the street. So to prevent cars from coming down here, they had to hurry up and block off Las Vegas Boulevard so cops weren't trying to run into them. Chris, that's the culinary union. Dwayne Newton get arrested. No, Kroger's not on strike, so you ain't got to worry about Dwayne. But yeah, they're the culinary union out there in Vegas, which is the housekeeping, the bartenders, and the cooks. They're doing informational pickets. Basically, what the informational picket is to say we have voted to go on strike. We can go in any minute, but we're still going to work until we're going to try to come to an agreement before we fully go on strike. And see, the thing is, in Vegas, the workers really their strike is up. They don't really go on strike, but they will if they have to. They're trying not to because they know F1 will be there in a few weeks, and they know that they're gonna those bartenders and the people housekeepers. They know all the money that's going to come into the city with F1 coming in a few weeks. See, everybody know that people from around the world, you got a lot of celebrities and rich people and people coming in from around the world for this Vegas race. Because everybody's been looking forward to this Vegas race since they announced it. And see, F1 and Super Bowl, if you work in a casino, in a restaurant, that you gonna make money. So I guess Sands, they didn't do theirs with the big three companies. So the big three companies in Vegas are MGM, Caesars, and Wynn. Then you got Station and Sands. It's basically your cook. So yeah, so the restaurants could be closed because that's your cooks. Housekeeping, so your room won't get clean, and your bartender, so your bars will be closed, basically. Oh, I'm definitely watching F1 in Vegas because that's gonna be cool. I have the F1 2023 game on my PS5, and yeah, so it's all three departments. So it's housekeeping, cooks, and bartenders. Properties will still be open because you'll still have the front desk staff hotel. You'll still have the casinos open. Other departments, but if they do go on strike, you have cooks, housekeeping, and bartenders. And you know, Vegas being a 24-hour town for alcohol, no bartenders, so you'll have to go to a place so no MGM. You have to go to a place that's not an MGM, Caesars, or Wynn property. So yeah, they're actually M&S bought that up, so they're actually about to crack down on street vendors, sidewalk vendors in Vegas too. I think I seen a news story yesterday where they got a coalition now that's cracking down on the sidewalk vendors. So Kingfish, if MGM sees the Wynn property, you won't get no free drinks. You won't get a drink at all unless you buy from the mini bar. You have to go to a different place to get a drink if they go on strike. They're still negotiating. Basically, Sarah, that's what that is. But yeah, you just won't, if you stay at the MGM property, Caesars, or When encore, you just won't have no bartender, so that's no alcohol, no cooks, so that's no food, no housekeeping, which means your room won't get clean. But you can still go in the casino and gamble. The cocktail service will still come bring you water. They might bring you some juice or a soda. Um, but no alcohol. From informational pickets to say we voted to go on strike, we can go at any minute. We're just getting you as a heads up that we can go in any minute. This is what happened tonight. So Steve, oh, this is why Vegas is cracking down on the street vendors. So, which is I actually approve of, because a lot of street vendors, what they do is they get water bottles, and they'll get water bottles that people done threw away, and they reuse them. So they'll go into casinos and fill them up at the water fountains of the places, and they'll sell it. I've seen a few street vendors. What they do is they go in trash, and they get water bottles that people didn't had, and what they do is they'll go fill those waters up with tap water out the bathroom sinks, and then they'll sell that same water to you like it's brand new water. So yeah, that's what street vendors did, and a lot of people were getting sick, and they were complaining. And then what they do is you never know where that water came from. A lot of those bottles might seem unopened, but they are open. Those are just used bottles of water. But see, the thing is, a lot of people, what they do is, what the street vendors do is, it might look like it's intact. What they do is they push it up all the way up into the thing, so you can't tell that it's been cracked open. And a lot of times, people, when it's hot, you can't. You not really. A lot of people not really paying attention to the seal. They think, okay, the seal is all the way up. It looks brand new, but it's actually not. But yeah, that's why Vegas is cracking down on street vendors. And then a lot of times they're selling beers in front of a hotel property. From the business standpoint, that's underselling the properties, because you're taking away money from those casinos. And that's why a lot of casinos don't like it, because as you guys seen the vendors outside of Bellagio, they're undercutting Bellagio. Instead of people coming in to Bellagio, coming in and buying beer and getting water and stuff, getting people to come in, you're undercutting them. So that means you're taking profits from those casinos. So they don't like that. Exactly. Yeah, those cheap hot dogs that sometimes aren't fully cooked. That's another thing why that's a health hazard, because a lot of times those hot dogs are not fully cooked. I've seen a couple people went back and complained to the hot dog vendors, hot dogs weren't fully cooked, or the hot dogs didn't taste right, or they were spoiled hot dogs and they were selling them for $5-10. So see, yeah, you can't do that. So the city had enough. So the city's like, yeah, we gotta get this. Exactly. See, Stevie, there you go. Another health reason. And see, that's a health hazard. So see, that's a health hazard, and they don't like that. So the city had to do, so they had to step in and crack down on it. All right, guys, I'm about to get ready to end this because my battery's at 5%. I just got the 5% warning. My screen then went dark on me. Oh yeah, I'm at 5%. So this stream has been going on for 1 hour and 38 minutes. So with the other one, so we've been out here for a while. Thank you guys for tuning. I appreciate it. Hopefully you guys learned something to definitely stay away from those street vendors out there, because yeah, those people are not safe at all. That's why Vegas is cracking down on them, because it is a health thing first and foremost, and they're trying to protect everybody, especially the visitors that's coming to Vegas. But yeah, glad I could get you guys informed on what the culinary union is out, is who it is out there in Vegas is actually picketing, and it's not official strike picket. It's just an informational picket. They're not on official strike yet, but they can go on any minute. Here in Detroit, we are on strike, so that's the difference. They're informational picket. They could go on strike. We're just on strike. We just said forget it. We didn't have an informational picket. None. They just. So it'll be interesting to go back in the building. I haven't been in the building in over a week, so it's going to be interesting to go back in the building tomorrow and do the process of crossing the picket line and going back to work. But it is what it is. I gotta do what's best for me. DG, what's going on? I gotta have my money because I got bills to pay, and I gotta be able to live. But yeah, everybody have a good rest of the night. I will see you guys later. Thank everybody for tuning in. Thanks. If you haven't hit that thumbs up button, hit that thumbs up button for me. I would greatly appreciate it. I have said that one last thing. I have said that last Tuesday would be my last day on YouTube. People are trying to talk me out of it. You never know what might happen. Yep, there you go. It died.